You already know what it is. It's Compton Menace, aka OG2 Talk. I'm about to come up on you on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
For real.
And I'm Ryan up here in Vancouver, Canada.
Shout out to Canada, man. I fuck with Canada.
Perfect. You ever been to Vancouver?
Nah, they ain't let me up there yet, man.
Okay. And then I'm joined by Prince Allen, who you've been talking to. He's in Kansas City.
Casey Mo.
Hell yeah. Shout out to you, man. I fuck with Kansas City too.
Yeah, don't you have a new movie? You have a new movie coming out about Kansas City, don't you?
Yeah, I was featured in a film about the Devil Crossroads.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
it was a good thing to be a part of.
Right.
Okay, so you're born in Compton, I believe, right?
Yeah, Compton, California.
Okay. All born and raised then, yeah. What was childhood like for you growing up?
Shit, I would say it's like any other childhood, you know. Parents, father, mid-class family, you know. Good family, raised good. Then I didn't get in too much trouble, anything like that, you know.
Okay. And for me, I used to be an A&R, so we have a lot of friends in common, actually.
Okay.
Like I know Professor X, he's the guy in the wheelchair.
X, I know X.
Yeah.
I know X for years, man.
Yeah, I just interviewed him last week, and your name came up, so it was kind of a small world that we got you on right now.
Well, I've been doing this shit for a long time. I came on the game, so it's kind of like I've been able to build as an OG, as a young dude. You feel me? So I've been able to come across everybody, you know, how to respect and embrace a good amount of good people in the culture.
Yeah, that's for sure. Another friend of our show is Glasses Malone. And
yeah, see, that's my bro too.
Yeah.
Glasses' brother, actually one of my best friends.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So how'd you come up with the name Compton Menace then?
Well, it kind of came with Menace. When I was around Black Wall Street,
yeah, you
know, they used to call me Slim at first.
Okay.
But as soon as we started moving around, they were like, fuck it. We came up with Menace. Said I was a fat rat.
Yeah.
And Compton just kind of got put on there as I became a rapper.
Yeah, Uncle Fat Rat. I had a song with him back in the day when I was in A&R. I put him on my track with your boy.
Hell yeah.
And because we fuck with your boy a lot, Rich Rocka now. And I mean, back in those whole Black Wall Street era was my favorite time.
Hell yeah, it was definitely a beautiful time. I always say it was right team, wrong players. I always say it. I always say right team, wrong players.
Well, then before we go any farther up on that questions, are we allowed to ask questions about the Black Wall Street days?
Music, like, what was the first song that you liked that inspired you to do music?
Well, it ain't the song. I think it was just me coming up from the streets and being able to see firsthand that this shit was, you know, reachable. You feel me?
Right.
It was touchable. Like I could really have, you know, possess it on my own.
Right.
And that was really the trigger for me. I grew up around music, old school music. You know, my parents was old, and you know,
right.
So they listened to a bunch of the classic shits and had a lot of parties and shit back in that day. So I grew up off of that old classic music. So what really inspired me to do it is just been around it and seeing that it's possible.
Right. And also, how did you and Game get with each other? Like just like childhood buddies, or like how did y'all like form up?
We had a mutual friend named Michael Hunt. Michael Hunt, a close partner to me.
Okay.
All red is what we call him. But when the game first started popping, it was kind of like, you know, I was in the streets doing what I was doing, and I was somebody in the streets, and you know, they kind of needed some more, you know, real niggas with them. So Mike had came and fucked with me and asked me that I want to come fuck with him, and I said, yeah. We went out, and there was a rap after that. Was history.
Yep, they needed to bring in some muscle.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, exactly.